both of these?
The inspiration behind both of these is human emotion. Pain, suffering, joy. This one is supposed to be king of pain. Not supposed to be. It's part of a triptych. Can you hear it? It's part of a triptych. The piece that's missing is the lock. So the king of pain. The king of pain is green not because it's Hulk. It's really because it's green with envy, jealousy, with pain, sorrow. And the pain, it's all represented by red. So the whole idea is that king of pain sits down and enjoys his pain. And he will stay with it and stay with it until he's willing to let go of the flower, the wilted love. When that happens, and as you can see the overfill of pain is overflowing, he will drop the flower, stand up, and move on. I actually have a short film, but I can't find it, which is exactly what happens. And then this is jealousy. Now in jealousy, this is actually based on Escher's drawing. You'll find that Edward Munch. He has a jealousy drawing in which he has the half of a face with a hand over it, and you have a naked woman and a man in a top hat talking. So I really like that image, but I didn't want to copy it because that's blatantly wrong. And I also thought that why is the hand covering the eye? Isn't the act of kissing it's really covering the eye? So what I did is I moved the lovers to cover the eye and still pay homage to Munch. That's jealousy, intense. Now the original one, the original concept is supposed to have the lovers in the middle. Come back next year, it might be done. These took 2 years each.
What was your inspiration for these two?
I'm 40 and I've had my heart broken a few times along the way. And it's an emotion, everybody goes through it. We all have that special someone, right or wrong, that breaks your heart, makes you feel like miserable, you don't want to do anything, that's the king of pain. Or when you find out something, the horror of it, even if for a split second. You know what I mean? But unfortunately, the triptych is the lovers, that's why we close it next year.
Okay. Why did you choose this media opposed to sculptures or rough materials?
Very simple, money. I sculpt better than I paint, but carrying around marble, a big chunk of marble is 200–300 pounds. It's very, very difficult. I've been in Toronto for 3 years. Before that, I've had a studio in Australia for 10 years. So carrying sculpture is really not it.
What made you want to move from Australia and doing art there to Toronto?
Life. Australia is a really nice place. But I came to Canada from Romania, and when I went to Australia, I left my father behind. Well, he got remarried, made mistakes, lost all his money, so I have to come and help him. So I shut the studio down and came over here.
Do you ever regret moving from Australia to?
Oh no, I'm a gypsy. I'm a true gypsy. I'll go everywhere. I've been around the world twice already.
Okay.
So no, I don't mind it. Says he now. After a nice long summer, no winter yet. But yeah, it will get better, I hope. No, really.
What was your training?
My training, I was about to get into that. I was born in Romania, Eastern Europe. And in Eastern Europe, they have this mentality of the communist system has to support talent. A la Nadia Comaneci. You find somebody that's a good gymnast, the whole country starves, but the people with talent get supported. Well, I was in an art school, so from the grade 6 all the way to 17 when I ran away to Canada, 2 days a week with studio times, 16 hours a week, every week. So I grew up painting, and sculpting, and printing.
Why did you get into art opposed to other careers and choices?
Well, funny enough, I'm an engineer. I have an MBA. I have a master's in engineering. When I came to Canada, being first generation, I didn't want to start as an artist. So because in Eastern Europe, artists were supposed to know math and physics and chemistry, because if you're going to explain the world, you have to understand it. Everybody has to know math. So when I came to Canada, I went to engineering and got a career in engineering, and then a master. and an MBA. And then when I've decided I've had enough and I really want to do this, I'm really not into office work, I had the opportunity to quit and do this, knowing full well that I have my own safety net. So yeah, that's how, so it's not that I've chose this versus something else. Is that where I come from, being an artist, you have to be able to do everything. And then you pick and choose that which you want. Otherwise, let's look back at Renaissance. Michelangelo, well, he sculpted, he painted, he also built domes. Leonardo, we all know about him. That's, when I'm talking about art, that's what I'm talking about. I love the expressing part, but I also believe there's a lot more to just expressing.
So what does art as an overall lifestyle mean to you?
Ha! No money. It's actually not that bad. It's actually not that bad.
So do you think it's true that they say
No, that's not true. That's not true. I mean, I've been in Canada since 2007. When I left Australia, I was making about 100 grand a year of selling paintings. I had a gallery by a resort in Byron Bay, so you understand? You can make money. Toronto necessarily, I don't know if it's as good as New York, but it's definitely got the money and the potential. If you're willing to hustle, it works. But also, you see, I come from another approach. You see, my world is quite full, you know, because I also have the engineering. So if, for example, I run out of money, it's not very hard for me to go and pick up a 3-month contract. And that's the freedom that I enjoy from what I've done when I was younger. And I wish a lot of art students would do the same thing, because then they can focus on the art. Like, I don't care if I have to sell.
So as an artist, what kind of message would you send out to other artists?
Keep at it. Keep at it. You gotta remember this. When Monet, Renoir, and Van Gogh were kicked out of the salon in Paris, who won? I challenge anybody to name me outside Monet and Ingres, who won? So because we don't know the answers, that points to the fact that whoever's hot right now, in the annals of history, of art history especially, we have a tendency to forget about them and replace them with people who did it for the passion, without necessarily having all the accolades. So if they're not going to keep at it, they never have the opportunity to be that person that everybody goes, I can't believe we blew it. And their art world is full of that. Van Gogh, Monet, all of them wait until 40, 50, even great Picasso. He dropped out of art school at 19. He did not have a successful show until 45. Now, had he have gone somewhere else at 30, we would have not had him. So if you truly believe in what you want to do, then you know what? Buckle up. It's like a roller coaster. And enjoy the ride.
Thank you so much for your time.
This way. Thank you.